a horror Sunday afternoon for the Melbourne Storm. They lost to the Canberra Raiders, but more importantly, Ryan Pappenhausen's season is over. He fractured his kneecap, sickening collision with Jack Whiten on that left edge there yesterday coming across to defend. It was kneecap on kneecap contact. Pappenhausen stopped still, Whiten going full speed, and it looked bad immediately. They were hoping, maybe originally there was some conversation that it was just a collision contact sort of injury, but he's booked in for surgery today and his season is over. He's looking at potentially a 6-month return to play. So, going to impact his next preseason horrendously. You have to remember we're already in July. So, to come back to full fitness, we're now looking at maybe January or February as an actual return timeline for Pappenhausen, which means next season he comes in with increasingly limited preparation, and we've seen what that's done to other top line fullbacks. James Tedesco tried to do it this year coming off a stem cell surgery. He was very ordinary for the first 6 weeks before finding his groove, so you have to think it will impact 2023 for the Storm and for Pappenhausen as well. But more immediately, I think it writes off Melbourne's Premiership chances for this season. They've lost 3 on the trot now and haven't looked themselves without the depth to cover for injuries this year. Obviously, all of Cameron Munster, Harry Grant, Jerome Hughes and Pappenhausen, their entire spine have missed games. And while that's a difficult thing to overcome, they've lost Nico Hines. Brendan Smith isn't playing as well as he has been previously, and it's really showing in the depth department for Melbourne, which is one area they've always sort of excelled in. Anyone's been able to come into that side and just do a job. Doesn't look like that's happening as much this season, and it is understandable with the number of players they've lost, and that talent drain is only going to get worse next year with a number of players exiting stage left. Whether it's Smith to the Roosters or a number of forwards there going to the Dolphins, but immediately their Premiership campaign is over. I don't believe they can win this competition without Pappenhausen. He's a phenomenal number one on his day, on his day and on his off day, really. He doesn't have too many off days, Pappenhausen, although has had in the last couple of weeks coming back from injury. But yeah, certainly Melbourne's Premiership push dead and buried for this season, and you have to start to wonder now whether anyone at all can keep up with the Panthers.